Today, the 12th Parliament officially commenced its work. MPs began with the session to elect the Speaker and Deputy Speaker at a sitting held at Kololo ceremonial grounds. As required by law, Parliament starts without its own Speaker, and the process is presided over by the Chief Justice. Today, Flavian Zaija chaired the session, which was attended by President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni.
Corruption shall never be heard in the Parliament of Uganda.
The Chief Justice first asked MPs to nominate candidates for the position of Speaker of the 12th Parliament. Outgoing Vice President Jessica Alupo soon brought forward the name of Markson Oboth as the NRM candidate for Speaker of Parliament, and she was seconded by outgoing Agriculture Minister Frank Tumwebaze. Katikam South MP Hassan Chirumira brought forward the name of Paul Muiru to contest for the NUP Speaker's seat, and he was seconded by Jinja City Woman MP Sarah Rasansula.
Of the Parliament.
Another candidate for the post of Speaker of Parliament, Norbert Mao, was nominated by Peter Okot of Toch County MP. After the nomination of candidates and recognition, MPs' names were called out for voting as 3 candidates contested. However, the name of former 11th Parliament Speaker, Anita Monk, was also read out, but she did not appear despite her husband Moses Magogo having appeared at Kololo. Later, the Chief Justice declared results, with NRM's Markson Oboth receiving 441 votes, NUP candidate Paul Muiru getting 60 votes, and DP candidate Norbert Mao receiving 15 votes. Oboth was sworn in to helm the 12th Parliament. He was accompanied to the podium by former Speaker Rebecca Kadaga, outgoing Prime Minister Robin Anabanja, and others.
The Republic of Uganda in the office of the Speaker, and that I will support and uphold the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda as by law established. So help me God.
The President also handed over the coat of arms, the national flag, the Constitution, the rules of procedure, as well as the Speaker's robes to Oboth. While seated in the Speaker's chair, Oboth addressed the gathering, including the President. He first thanked God for the victory he had registered as Speaker of Parliament. He also thanked President Museveni for recognizing his strength shortly after he joined the Parliament in 2011.
For a boy who grew up in a rural village called Muafu in Toro district, who hustled to attain better education, and today, right now, stands before you as the Speaker of the 12th Parliament, it could only be by divine grace.
He told MPs that he would also be a speaker for those who did not vote for him, but he also recognized the efforts of the PROU, although it is not a political entity.
God has spoken to Uganda through you all, through the national chairperson of NRM, through the NRM SEC, through the NRM Parliamentary Caucus, and through this Parliament. To those who may not have voted for me, I will be your Speaker too.
He said the position of Speaker is not a throne but a service.
The Speaker's chair is not a throne. It is a servant's post. My role now is to come before you to ensure that working together, the voices of the over 48 million Ugandans who send us here are heard, protected, and respected.
He promised that the Parliament he will lead will not be corrupt but will instead promote accountability.
I pledge a corruption-free Parliament. Under my leadership, we will cultivate a culture of absolute integrity and zero tolerance to corruption.
He said his leadership would call for quality and well-researched debates.
Under my leadership, the floor of Parliament will not be a theater for hearsay or grandstanding. Our debates must be grounded in hard facts, data, and sound research. We must be fair and objective to others as we play our oversight function.
He also promised an open-door policy for journalists.
When we close our doors to the media, a negative perception is generated. If we are clean and doing a good job, why hide? I will encourage a professional and robust relationship with the press at all times in order to bridge the gap between the House and our people.
He urged MPs to join him in the bid to restore the dignity of Parliament. Oboth later led the nomination and election of deputy speakers. The contenders included Thomas Tayebwa of Ruhinda North, Sarah Guti, woman MP for Kololo, representing UPC, and Asnas Nyakato, woman MP for Hoima, representing the PFF. Tayebwa was declared the winner and retained the Deputy Speaker seat with 457 votes, followed by Asnas Nyakato with 45 votes and UPC's Sarah Guti with 14 votes. Tayebwa was also sworn in as Deputy Speaker before the President and was entrusted with the powers of Deputy Speaker of Parliament. Tayebwa, who was elected Deputy Speaker of Parliament for the second time, based his remarks on President Museveni's statement that leadership means service to the people.
You have often reminded us that leadership is about service to the people, not service to oneself. That principle remains our enduring call as legislators to legislate, to oversee and represent the people of Uganda, with the people of Uganda always at the center of whatever we do.
He also thanked the PLU leaders for their support and pledged to work with the new speaker. Juma Kiria, NTV.